Hello, in this video I will be talking about this Garmin inReach Mini 2. So it's an updated version and it was released by Garmin about 2 weeks ago, really brand new. I will be unboxing it, I will show some basic things what you can do it, and we will be testing it with this dummy like me. Can it be really used in the real world, or is it just a new really difficult Garmin device to use? And to add some difficulties, I have also this Garmin Instinct Solar watch, and I have my mobile phone. And why these all are related together, I will talk about this later. Yeah, I finally have the inReach Mini, and actually this is the Mini 2, the version 2, and they did release this just a couple of weeks ago. And I bought this and also the Garmin Instinct Solar. This is the first version. There's also out the second version, but I was checking the specs, and I was thinking the Solar one version was good enough for me, and it's more than enough. A couple of words before I start to tell about this. If you don't know what inReach is, this is actually like the satellite communication device, and it has the PLB options like personal location beacon. So the main idea with this one is that when you don't have I don't have the phone coverage, it can use the satellite. For example, when I'm hiking in the wilderness, there's usually not phone coverage, or there is, but then I have to walk on top of a fjell, which is like a mini mountain, and it's a really pain in the ass to do that every time if I have to send message home. So with this one I can send messages home. I can return to that later. And another version, another reason I have bought it is the SOS button. So I'm starting my guiding company this year, and I think it's a must-have device to have the PLB with a guide, especially in the wilderness trips. Yeah, then I bought this watch, and we can actually put these together, and the mobile phone also. So it's like three devices and they all speak together, but we can come to that later also. I know that most of you are thinking that what is new with the Mini 2 compared to the Mini 1. It looks pretty similar, but there is differences. Other one than the price tag. I think it's 40 euros more expensive to buy this 2 version. And I can tell if you have already the Mini 1, I don't think you need to update it to the Mini 2. But if you're buying a new one and you don't have a super cheap Mini 1, you want to buy the Mini 2. And there's a couple of reasons. And one thing is, maybe the most important, is that this has much better battery life. So they have improved the things inside this, that the battery life is better. And the second one is that this use more satellites than the first version. So it can have the connection much easier, more difficult places, and maybe it has something to do with the battery life also, I'm not sure. It has the USB port, USB-C port here. The old one had a micro USB, so then I know most of you and I will upgrade all the micro USB away from our lives. You know, the micro USB, it's always the third time you have it in the right side in the connection port. Then they say that it's the navigation in the menus or the usage of this device is easier. It could be. I don't really remember how the first one works. I have been testing it just a bit briefly, but I don't remember that. It has a trackback option, and the trackback is also in the Mini 1, but it's always on, so it works a little bit better. And the trackback is that If you hike in some place and you want some reason come back, you can push the track back and this will guide you backward to your route. And it will destroy the route after 24 hours. The screen is better. It has more pixels in the fonts and the letters. And there is an electronical compass with this one. With the old one you had to walk a little bit, then you could see that. But this works on the stationary. It's much better. I don't know. That's basically what it's better. And you can buy this with the black color or the orange one, but I like the orange one because, you know, I don't want to lose it, so I don't know why I want to have it black. And yeah, because this is like a personal use device. When I'm paddling, hiking, whatever, I always want to put this attached on me. That for example, if I'm backrafting and this is in my backraft and I lose my backraft, then I lose this one also. So I will put it inside my dry suit in the waterproof pocket, and then I can use this watch and I can get the SOS button, for example, to here, and that's really useful if something really terrible happens and I'm not able to pick this up from the dry suit pocket or something. Yeah, and there's a little bit navigation things with this inReach too, but frankly, I don't think I'm ever going to use them. I use old school compass and paper maps, and for my use, that is the absolute best options. When you learn to navigate with those ones, it's easier for me. And I used to have the old Garmin, some kind of touch screen GPS, and it was so terrible to use. I never learned it, and the battery life sucked ass, and the map was. I did download their better maps, but it was so terrible. It's not really usable. I think it didn't even have the right coordinates, so I can't even check the coordinates and take that to the paper map and check my location. I don't recommend that to anyone. I don't know, the computer software was also from the 90s, I think, and no way. I had that like just in case if I get lost, I can check where my position is. But I did find out pretty fast that if I do that every time I'm a little bit lost from the map, I don't learn anything. So actually I have used that like twice in the last 6 years maybe, maybe not even that. And I will recommend that also if you want to learn navigation. If you get lost, that's the situation where you really learn something, when you try to find yourself back to the map. And if you cheat with the GPS, it's of course okay, especially if I'm guiding customers. I don't want to be lost. So what we basically have in this box, there is the charging cable, USB-C, short one, but it's actually good when you're taking this with the hiking trip. It's a lightweight. There's a carabiner, and there was a text that it's Chinese. Really good information to know that it's from China. So you probably don't want to use it when you're climbing. So this carabiner helps you to put it hanging from your backpack, your shoulder or something. And as you can see, this device is really small. What else there is in the box? I did unbox this already. There's just carbon, and then there is some paper you can use when you're lighting your fire. It burns nicely, so it's good use for that. I didn't find much more help from those papers, but you can find really nice videos how to use all the menus in the YouTube. So here is the box of the Garmin Instinct Solar, and here is the actual watch. I did take the blue one. I really love this. It's a nice color. Yeah. And it has also the cable, and this one has a little bit different this thing in here, the connection port. So you don't want to burn this one. What else? It's pretty much empty. Here's some papers too. Good stuff to start the fire. Yeah, I can show you a little bit more. So in the normal mode there is time, and then you can see the date. It's Saturday, 19th of February, but it's in Finnish, so it's difficult to read maybe. There's 92% of battery life, and now the buttons are locked. So if I press something, it says I have to push the punch the power button. So now it's open. In the right upper corner it's the menu button, and it's also the OK button. I can push this one, and then in the left side I have down and up. This is actually pretty easy to use. And the right side here in the bottom I have the back button. And I noticed already when I tested this that I want to lock the buttons when I put it in the pocket. So I just press once in the power button from up here, and it's asked me in Finnish that do I want to lock them, and then I press OK, and this says that yeah, buttons are locked. Pretty simple things. And here is the SOS button, as I mentioned before. It's covered with this protection, so you don't press it by accidental. But a really small device, really handy to have inside your pocket or something. I will use it inside my dry suit. So I have all these three devices. I have my mobile phone, inReach Mini 2, and Garmin Instinct Solar version 1. And I have to pair all these devices. So first thing what I did when I bought the inReach, I actually had an old account for the Garmin, so I actually even remembered the password, so I logged in there. Then when you press this device on, you get the IMEA code, and it gives you some password pin code also, so you can activate this device. And after that you can buy the Iridium satellite connection straight from the Garmin web shop, and it's really nice because I think in some days you had to do that separately. But anyway, you can choose different options, what kind of connection for the satellite you want to buy. And I took the cheapest one, and I got the one that I pay it every year, and it's in the euros, it's 14.99 euros. And in the different contracts you have the different amount of stuff. So the cheapest one I can send 10 text messages. I can of course use unlimited amount of the SOS button. Then there is some pre-messages. You can edit those only with the desktop computer, but you can edit your own messages and also who is going to receive it. After that you just click here and send, for example, the message number 1 to your wife. Dear wife, I'm okay. I'm camping in this spot. And then you want to activate a couple of things, for example, the map share, and there was some other thing that you want to enable, that you can share the maps, and you want to check that before you go to the trip that the person who opens the map really gets those open. So it was pretty easy task to do even for me. But then pairing all the devices, and I needed two apps for the to the phone. I needed the Garmin Explorer, I think, and the Garmin Connect. The Explorer app is for the map, and also you can use this remotely and send messages. Uh, and then the Connect version is it's more for the watch. I can connect that watch to it, that app, and I can see my like exercises, how did I sleep, and stupid stuff like that. They're really nice in the first couple of weeks, I know, but then you don't really want those so much. And for exercises, I actually have here this uh, solar thing I can put into my arm, and this reads the heart rate actually much better than the watch. But I'm really impressed with the watch. It can read really nicely my wrist, and first thing when I did put the watch on, it showed me that it has 16 days of battery life, and that's really nice. Uh, when it's getting summer again and it gets some sun, I don't think I need to charge it much, and I can do even the longer hikes with this watch with no charging, and that's what I like the most. Yeah, but I have been using the Garmin software for a long time, and I'm not the biggest fan of those. They're really difficult to use, and uh, they're just so terrible. But I was actually uh, pretty surprised with the Explorer app because it had a really okay map. I can show it from here. I can show you a couple of things. This is actually what you see when you're. This is my sleeping and stuff, monitoring a lot of the different things. But then I can go to the Explore app, and this actually, can you see me? This map is okay, not the best one I have seen, but when I get it closer, it can find some trails, actually pretty okay. So for example, if I'm biking or something going with the trails, I think it should be okay. But being honest, if I'm hiking, I don't usually use any trails. As you saw, the map just shows like a gray sheet or something like that. There's no like landmarks I could navigate. But I can put the waypoints there before I go into trips. For example, if I know roughly where I'm going to camp in the night, I can mark those places, and I can make routes when I'm paddling in the rivers. That's really useful there because I'm going to the river, and if there is river dividing in different places, this should show me where to go, and I can do the navigation with my watch. But that's maybe a different program. Let's go testing this inReach now. So I would test the options what I will use in my life. We can test, uh, put the tracking on, go hiking on some route. I will leave my phone in here so we know that it's actually using the GPS from the inReach and not from the phone. Then we can try the track back. We can send one message. We can take out the weather report from this one. We will not try the SOS button. It would be really nice to test when the helicopter comes picking us up, but I think they will be really bit upset maybe for my testing things. And what else? Yeah, when we put the tracking on, the phone should track here at home all the time where we are going, and when we are coming back, I hope we can see the route, and I will share the location and the route also to Facebook page. I have my own company Facebook page. We can do that. And I think that's pretty much where I will use this. It has some navigation features also, but to be frankly, it's so terrible that I will never use them. It has some kind of small alarm when if you put some route and I walk there, and it gives the alarm when I'm a little bit out of the route. But frankly, if I'm going in the trailless wilderness, I'm all the time out of the route, not including the rivers, of course. So I did charge this overnight, and it had 100% battery. Now it has been on like 2 hours inside the house, and it can't find the satellites here, so it's consuming the battery really fast. Now it's only 91% of battery left, so maybe you don't want to use it inside. And let's go hiking. Okay, I changed my mind a little bit, and let's do a series of tests. So first test will be the navigation. I don't have my mobile phone now with me, but I made a quick small trail or route with that one. It was actually really easy with the mobile phone, and with the desktop it doesn't work. I don't get the track there, so there's some kind of bug there, as usually Garmin stuff. But the mobile phone worked pretty nicely, the app, the Garmin Explorer. So I have a 1.3 kilometer route here. I will go to the menu. I will take down a couple of tracks. Here is navigate. I choose that. There is route points, track back, and routes. I will take the routes. This is a little bit stupid. It doesn't show the names, but it shows the dates of the different routes I have made. I can actually show you. So yeah, here you can see there's only the dates. But I remember this is what I made today. It shows the 19th day. So I will choose that one. And now I just press the go. It says loading the route, and should we start the tracking also? Okay, maybe I can do the both. I will take yes. Okay, and now it actually shows the route, and it shows I need to go that way. I don't know, maybe it could work. Let's start walking. Okay, now it beeped a couple of times. First it said that I'm on the route, then something about arriving, and there was the date of yesterday. I don't know what was that, but anyway, the navigation is a little bit sketchy. I don't know, maybe if I turn around it shows I have to go first a little bit that way. Okay, maybe it's about the waypoints. I can show you how it looks like. So it's basically that kind of only line and triangle, and when I'm turning this I know if I'm going to the right direction or not. Okay, let's continue. Now it gave me an alarm that I'm off the route. I was walking a little bit out from the line, and that may be a little bit annoying, because when you're putting the waypoints, it doesn't really go straight line when you're hiking in the real world. So I don't know, maybe some challenge with that one, but let's continue walking. Direction. I'm sorry, this doesn't show it so good. Here you can see the circle of the route, I'm in the route and I'm too much out of that route, it gives me the alarm, and when I'm back, it gives me the notification again that I'm back in the route. Yeah, even a old school guy like I can use this. This is actually okay. I can like watch the roughly line where to go, then just go there, take some kind of eye point far away, like as navigation usually, if it's possible, and then walk that direction. And this guy is peeping when I'm out of the line. Then I can take this from the jacket and watch a little bit. Okay, I have to adjust my course and go that way. So okay, I just realized there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4 different screens how to navigate with this one. So there is this basic view I showed you, and I press down. There is this kind of arrow, and it shows how many meters to the next waypoint. 40 meters left, and then there's the arrow. If I turn this around, it does show me the right direction. And also there is the electronical compass. There is a mark in the place where what is the direction I should go. And one more time, there is longitude and latitude, and also the elevation, and then the basic screen again. But yeah, but I'm now close to my house, so let's walk back there. Let's check my phone and see what kind of stuff is in there. Okay, I'm pretty surprised. It is actually doable in real life to navigate with that one. When I changed the screen for just having the arrow there and the distance, I could find waypoints really fast. So the navigation is actually, yeah, doable. I would say that if you have a map and you primarily use the map and have like a backup, the inReach, that you can be sure that you're on the right direction for one waypoint to other, it could be really useful. But it consumes the battery, so you have to think if you really need it. Yeah, here you can see now my route. I had actually 1, 2, 3 waypoints, and it shows that I was pretty much off. So I don't know, it made the traction, the route really nicely. It can like show all my where I've been walking, and I believe it's the right. So actually, I don't know how it works, because it should take traction every 10 minutes with this setup, but it's going to do it more often. But one thing you have to remind when you put the traction on, so people can follow your route from home or whatever. For my settings, I had every 10 minutes it puts the traction point, and with the free, not the free, but with the cheapest satellite contract, I have 10 free points, and after that I have to pay really big money of the points. So I already used, you can check actually those from your Garmin account, and I can see that I have used now already 7 points. And this is the Garmin Explorer website, and it's actually pretty useful. Here you can change all the stuff like the pre-messages and stuff like that. And yeah, I did activate it yesterday, and it started to work really fast. So I'm really surprised. The social thing, and I could add my Facebook account here, and I have my own company page, so I could put that one also and check the thing there that it's putting it in my company pages. So basically, if I have a customers, they could give me the information for their parents or whatever that watch my company Facebook page and maybe get the real time or the information where we are going. At that point also I get traffic to my Facebook page, and it's more value for the customer. So I did send a link here. I did enable the map share thing. So when I press this, I already actually had it open. It shows actually all my routes here, but it can see here that okay, actually I have a couple of different routes. So I was walking the right route around. I don't know what the other one was. This Garmin stuff is a little bit confusing. There's actually, in the photograph there is there is the guy, the farmer in the crop field. So actually I was walking pretty much the right route. But what is this? I don't really understand. Maybe by mistake I made two of these. 10:35, 11 here. Okay. So this is, maybe I'm a simple man, but it's really difficult to make. But anyway, from the link from the Facebook, you can get to here, this point, and see this. I'm a little bit disappointed that it shows all my routes here, because I can take it off from here, but it doesn't really work. So it's surprise, surprise, it's not working so good. Okay, now I got it those away. There's two different kind of routes, but I think the customers anyway say see the routes, so I hope they can find this real place. Yeah, the navigation went well, I said, and it made the route there, but the traction points are really expensive. So I will not use the traction, but I can send a message to the Facebook that where is our location, and maybe it's less confusing than having this kind of route someplace. And messages, if I send my location, I can put the home screen on. It's a little bit slow. So I have actually 10 messages to use in every month. So if I'm going to put it, I have like maybe one longer trip per month, so I can 10 times inform where we are. Maybe that is not good, I don't know. I hope this is going to the homepage soon. But I have now used one message and I left here. Yes. But I will do a second test also, because this is the stuff I will probably not do much. And let's test when we go just hiking. I will not put the traction on because I don't want to pay for it. But I can put the navigation point, waypoint. We can navigate to that place. And when we are there, let's test putting some message that, the automatic message that we are on the camp, what I will use in real life. Let's send that to my phone. I can actually show the messages here. So I can send the message number 2. It will say everything is fine, we are camping here. Then there is my email, and it will give the link where we are. Then when we are in there, we can use the trackback. I could use the trackback maybe when I'm hiking. I find the camp and I see like a beautiful mountain. I want to go there without the gear and leave the camp and the backpack down under the mountain. Maybe hike to the mountain, and when I'm up there I I'm safe, then I can put the track back on to the camp. Just a guess. I don't know anything else where I could use that. So here I have the mobile phone app. I can see my routes here, and I did add a waypoint here. I'm actually here where is the triangle. And what nice thing is this, here is the collections. And here are the messages I can use with the inReach. So I can see here the messages I did send. Actually the Facebook message I did get to my company's Facebook page was made with the messages, not from the putting the traction on. But anyway, you can see the red thing in the right upper corner. I press that one. Then there is who I'm sending the message. You see the red thing again. There is the plus mark. I can press that, and there I get all the contact information I have in my phone. In down, you can see the icon where is in the left down corner. When I press that, then it will send my location also, or not, if I put the line over it. Then there's the inReach message. I can press the lightning button, and here is the fast already made pre-text messages what I can change only in the computer. So I can choose here like the upper one, and I can send also my location. And now when I press the right corner in the down, then it's sending it. So we are here in the forest again, and I think this is a really good test for the Garmin devices, so I can know how this work together and is it something for me or not. So I did pair the watch for the inReach, and now here I have the inReach menu. When I press up once, I am in the inReach menu. Then I can select it, and I can see messages. I can send pre-message. I can put the tracking on, and I have the SOS here. Back and now. And this watch is really good for hiking. I can see when the sun is rising, when it's getting down, moon phases, stuff like that. So I did put the Garmin device here because it looks cool, but I think it's not good place. So I can press here the navigation on. I did put the waypoint 600 meters that way. I select here the waypoint. Stupid that it doesn't have the names for the waypoints, but I know from the date what's the right one. So now I have it on. I can change it for having just the arrow and distance. I turn around. Okay, it's about that direction, 600 meters. So I will start hiking that direction. I will put this in the better place. I think it's nicer to have it, for example, here in a faster access than having it from the strap. I start walking that direction roughly, and if I hear some alarm from the inReach, then I know that I'm not in the right direction, and I can repair my things. So yeah, I can find the waypoint with this Garmin device pretty easily, but I will press the stop navigation. But I have to say again that it's not so good. So I have still 84% left. I think most of the battery went indoors. So many birds. I have been using it now like 5 hours. So I have been playing with that. That's my new gear the whole morning and day. It's about lunchtime, and I haven't even eaten the breakfast yet. So conclusion so far, Navigation works, even surprisingly good, but I don't think I will use it. Maybe in a little bit like emergency or something, but not volunteer. But I think some other people may like it. Oh, I didn't take my cup. Or did I? Oh, I have it. Yeah, I have tea and bread with me. I don't want to walk here for nothing. There has to be some reason for this other than making stupid video. Yeah. But anyway, I can repeat myself. I will use this for the messages. I can send the messages with my phone, even with my watch, or straight from the inReach. I have 3 options. And messages, if I send normal text message, it will cost me after I send 10 messages in a month. But there's a pre-messages. I think the 3 of them are easiest to use, and to be honest, 3 is enough for me. I can use them straight from my phone. I mean the watch. And actually I would like to test it. So I press up. I choose this inReach, and I have here sent pre-message. And I was talking about this everything is fine message. I will press that. It says it's transferring it to the inReach. So that message should go to my email if I remember right. I can hear a hawk also. So back. Yeah, the hawks are back here. So we are now in pretty open area. It should come here fast. I can go to my email, and yeah, here is Kai Koskinen via inReach. inReach message from person Kai Koskinen. Everything is fine. We are camping here. And then there is a Finnish text, show the location, and I did press that option on. And here is a message also that do not reply this email. But here is a link, and I did press the link. It opens the explorer.garmin.com. Actually it tells that the location of the message is not usable. That is interesting. Okay, so I did find out the reason. I hope in the Explorer app, if I have the location checked out, then when I send it from the watch, it doesn't send it from there either. So let's do it one more time with the watch, because this is good to know with this one also. I press once up, check this one, send pre-app, pre-message, down, everything is fine. We are camping here, and now it's sending. Pretty easy. This is really nice. Nice thing to do. Now it should be actually there again. I will check my email. Sorry, I'm eating, I'm so hungry. Same message. I'm pressing the link. Okay, I can't see the location after all. This is strange. Yeah, I didn't figure out yet what happened with the location sharing. but let's go home. I want to go home. How it works? I will get here navigation. Yes. Okay, not this. I go to the menu, start. Oh no, navigation here, and here is a track back. I will press OK. Okay. It's loading the route back. Loading, loading. I hope this is not going to use the waypoints or the tracking points. Okay, this shows the track back. There. So I will go that way. I can actually now zoom the route with this up and down arrows. Okay. Does it work? Yeah, I turn this. Yeah, it shows the direction that way, and it's pretty much the true direction. Let's go there. Oh yeah, now I've been fighting with this inReach and the phone and the watch, and when I send the pre-messages from the phone, it goes okay. There's the location and the receiver can see it, but if I send the message from my watch, it doesn't work. So, and when I send it from this one, it's working again. So there's some kind of difficulty when it's sending from the watch. I don't know if it's permission thing or something. It's really strange. Or does it try to use the GPS from the watch? I don't believe so. But anyway, I can't get it work. So the solution is that when I'm using the messages in the trip, I don't use the watch. It's not so big deal because I can use it from the phone or from the inReach itself easily enough. But yeah, this little bit like tells the whole story about this Garmin gear. They are working okay when you get all setup going on, and I have been doing this now from the 6-7 hours. So it takes a lot of time to get everything, the settings and everything working as you want to, and maybe there could be some bugs and it doesn't really even work. But my conclusion is that this works good enough. It makes it the purpose what I bought it. I can send the messages, but not from the watch. I can send the SOS, I hope, and I can even do some tracking, some navigation with that one. So I still say that it was worth of the money, and I'm happy for it. But I'm amazed that how the Garmin can do so much shit, and that's, I think, the nice way to say it. Yeah, but I hope this gives you some information. It was a little bit hassling to do this video, and I'm going back and forth, but it's what it is. And you can see that if you buy this gear, you want to definitely make the time with that before you go on your trips, that you really know that the gear are working. And when you get it working, I think it should be okay. So enjoy, and let's see you in the next video.